research has shown that you would need to consume more than 100,000 IUs of vitamin A every day for months for it to become toxic. So you would need to be eating more than a pound of beef liver every day for months for it to become acutely toxic. What about some of these risks of consuming beef liver? Let's talk about some of these now. The first myth about consuming beef liver is that we're gonna get vitamin A toxicity. Now, just to be clear, there is no research showing that we can get vitamin A toxicity from beef liver, especially when we consume normal amounts every day. So why do people believe that we will get vitamin A toxicity from eating beef liver? Well, there are two main reasons. The first is that vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, so we do store it in our bodies, and this can cause a level of toxicity. But the studies that show that consuming too much vitamin A, these are done with synthetic vitamin A, beta-carotene in supplements. This is not retinol from beef liver. When we are taking isolated supplements in synthetic forms, your body doesn't necessarily know how to absorb that, and it's not coming packaged with other complementary vitamins and minerals, because vitamin A is dependent upon other vitamins and minerals to be absorbed properly. And when we are eating a food that we have a long ancestral intelligence with, like beef liver, your body knows exactly how much to absorb and how much to get rid of. Now, the second reason that people might believe that you can get too much vitamin A from eating beef liver, that's because there were some early reports in the 1900s where Eskimos and explorers became extremely ill and died from eating polar bear livers. Not cow, not bison, but polar bear livers. Now, I am not encouraging you to go out and consume a polar bear liver, but the reason that these explorers died is because the amount of vitamin A in polar bear livers is more than 10 times the amount in cow livers. A single 500 gram portion of a polar bear liver will give you 9 million IUs of vitamin A, compared to 90,000 IUs of beef liver. But research has shown that you would need to consume more than 100,000 IUs of vitamin A every day for months for it to become toxic. So you would need to be eating more than a pound of beef liver every day for months for it to become acutely toxic. Not to mention that when you eat beef liver, it's also coming paired with other fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K2 that also help to protect against the body from absorbing more than is needed at any given time. When you take synthetic supplements and you're eating a carnivorous liver, like a polar bear liver or another carnivorous animal, then you could absorb too much vitamin A and it could become acutely toxic. So worrying about vitamin A toxicity from beef liver, whether you are a male, female, expecting mother, or a pregnant mother, or a child, it's just not likely that you're going to get vitamin A toxicity from eating beef liver. Now, another common misconception about beef liver is that it's a storage unit for toxins, but this is simply not true. The liver isn't like a sponge. It doesn't just absorb all the toxins. It would be deadly to us if we did that. But what the liver does have is a ton of vitamins, minerals, and enzymatic pathways that take the toxins and transport them throughout the rest of the body. Because the liver is a storage unit for vitamins and minerals and other enzymatic processes, it takes a lot of the toxins and puts them into our fat tissue, and it excretes it out of our body through urine, feces, and sweat. Cultures have been consuming the liver for as long as we really know of, and they wouldn't consume it if it was a toxic organ to the body. As long as you're consuming a liver from a healthy cow or a healthy bison or another healthy animal, the liver is one of the most nutrient-dense food that you can eat. Now, the last misconception that I want to address is that the liver is high in cholesterol. This is not an issue. We recently did a video talking about dietary cholesterol and whether that is good or bad. Hint, it's not bad and it's actually quite beneficial. You can watch that and you can learn why consuming dietary cholesterol from things like liver, red meat, butter, and other dairy products, why it's not problematic.